Welcome back, guys. Thank you for watching today. If this is your first time visiting the channel, smash that subscribe button. If you're into anything automobiles, this is the spot to be. Today we're going to be washing my Civic Type R. It is a black car. I'm going to be going over some of the products that I use to keep it looking shiny. Okay, so here is a lineup of the stuff that I use to do a maintenance wash on my cars, especially considering my car is black. You want to do this with any color car anyways, but you want to minimize any scratching, swirl marks, anything of this sort, and using the right tools and products definitely go a long way. So let's start with the lineup. Most of the stuff that I use is going to be from Chemical Guys. They do not sponsor me. I just really like their products. It's kind of a one-stop shop for everything, so I really like the convenience, but they make good stuff. So for the soap, I am using Chemical Guys Honeydew Snow Foam Auto Wash, which I've already diluted in the Torque foam cannon, which is also a Chemical Guys product. This attaches to my power washer, which is right over here, and I am using the Sunjo, forget the model number, power washer. It's a little over 2000 psi, gets the job done, does a great job, gets in a really nice foam. From there I have Meguiar's Detailer Wheel Brightener. This helps get a lot of the stains off the wheels, makes it a lot easier to get any of that remaining brake dust or any road stains you might have on the wheel. Chemically, it dissolves a lot of the junk that you get on the wheels when you're driving on a daily basis. And along with that, I also have some wheel brushes to get in the crevices. You just want to keep your wheels looking shiny. I got a wash mitt that I use with the soap, and I'll kind of go over the whole step-by-step what I do first in washing my car, so you guys know what's going on. But I use a 2-bucket system with grit guards. Grit guards are great because whenever you're using a wash mitt, use a grit guard, and that keeps the dirt from going back onto your mitt. And then when you wipe your mitt over the surface of your car, that's what causes a lot of the scratches. So you want to help eliminate that. That's a great way to do it. Once we're done cleaning the car, we finish it off with some Chemical Guys VRP vinyl rubber plastic protectant that gets the wheels really nice, or the tires rather, really nice and shiny. And you can use just a basic tire foam applicator to apply it. And then as a quick dealer sort of high gloss polish, or rather sealant, I use it as a quick detailer. This is also from Chemical Guys. It's VO7. As you can tell, I use it quite frequently. There is a way to use this product in between washes too, even on a block car. There is a right way to do that, so you're not scratching your paint. That's something I might go over with you guys in a different video, but after I'm done washing the vehicle, this is what I use. And then we got, for the glass, I've got Stoner Invisible Glass. This is a really great way to clean your glass without leaving a streak. Just good solid product, and it's really inexpensive. Other than that, you want to make sure you have some good quality microfibers and a good drawing towel. This is Chemical Guys Mammoth. drying microfiber towel. It's a really big towel. You could dry a large SUV with this, but it's more than adequate for a small vehicle like the Civic Type R. So basically the process goes, I'll wet the car down with the power washer with just water. Then I'll spray it down with a foam cannon, let that sit for a few minutes. While that's sitting for a few minutes, I'll also spray down the wheels with that just to get the deposits starting to dissolve off. I'll then power wash it again with just water to get all the loose dirt particles off the vehicle. Then I'll fill my bucket with water and a little bit of the honeydew soap. I'll then rub down the car with the wash mitt with the soap from the bucket. Rinse out the mitt each panel. After each panel, I'll rinse out the mitt in this bucket, which also has a grit guard, just to make sure I'm working with a clean mitt. Dip back in the soap bucket, go back over the paint. Once the whole car is soaped down, I'll wash it again with just water. And then, just dry it off and get to the polishing part. So let's get started. Okay, so now we're gonna hit it with some water and hit it with the snow foam and the snow foam cannon. Okay, so we just rinsed it off. Now we're gonna go ahead and hit the wheels with some wheel cleaner. All right, wheel cleaner is on. Now we're gonna soap down the car with our bucket and mitt and let the wheel cleaner sit there while we're soaping down the car. Okay, we're done soaping down the car. The wheel cleaner sat on there long enough. We're gonna rinse it off. If you guys noticed in the time lapse, pro tip here, when you soap your car down, always start from the top of the car. Make sure you get plenty of mitten rinses in between. Work your way down to the middle and then finally the bottom. The reason why is because the dirtiest part of your car is at the bottom all around the vehicle, and you want to keep the mitten as clean as possible for the sections that you're working on to minimize any swirl marks or scratching. This is very important. It's a little extra step, but it's going to be worth it in the long run. The other thing you want to avoid is, when we were just kids growing up, certainly when I was a kid just growing up, if I was washing my own car, any remaining soap in the bucket I would just dump over the car. Don't do it. The whole point of the grit guard there is to keep the dirt from the mitten. You don't want to go ahead at the end and take all that dirt that's at the bottom of the bucket and then dump it on your car. Then you're defeating the whole purpose. So just dump it out, just rinse the car off with the hose and forget about the extra soap. It's not worth the effort. All right, now we're in the drying phase. I got my big mammoth Chemical Guys towel ready. Let's do it. Okay, so this is a really important part of the car washing process, so I want to show you guys a little more in detail. I've got my dry cloth here, and especially on a black car, or really any color car, you want to use a blotting technique as much as possible. So I've got it spread out, and I'm just going around the towel, blotting down where I can. And any spots that I can't blot down, I'll just go ahead and drape the towel on the car and then just pull it in a straight motion, just like this. You're not going to get it perfectly dry. That's not the point. That's what the quick detailer at the end is for, to get any remaining spots and renew that shine. But the idea is to get as much of the water off as possible, and this minimizes to a great deal a lot of the scratching that happens on your paint. What you don't want to do is get in there and start rubbing around in circles, because that's what gets you scratches. I'm going to go ahead and finish this up, and we'll see you in the next step. Another pro tip, I'd like to use a separate towel to dry the wheels, so I'm not using the same towel that I used on the paint. Again, this is all to preserve scratching the paint. Okay, so now we're headed towards the end of the whole cleaning process here. I'm going to go ahead and hit the paint now with VO7. The process I usually use is getting a nice clean microfiber towel. I'll spray a little bit on the towel itself and a little bit on the surface. Again, try to use one direction wiping. This stuff, the great thing about this is it dries clear, so it doesn't leave a hazy residue, and it's safe on all surfaces, and especially if you have your car clear rod like I do. I'll go over that in another video, but it's safe for everything. So, and it leaves a wonderful shine, very high gloss. I'll show you the final finished product here when we're done. Alright guys, car is starting to look really good. Now we're going to hit the glass, get that all cleaned up. Alright, we're really close to the end here. Last but definitely not least, we're going to hit the tires with some VRP. All you need to do to apply this is get yourself a nice foam applicator. These are generic, don't need to spend a whole lot of money on these. Take your VRP, put some on there like that, and work your way around the wheel. Alright guys, that's it for today's video. Thank you so much for joining me. I hope the information was very useful. Smash that subscribe button. If you're into anything vehicles, you know this is the spot. And as always, stay hungry, stay fast, stay tuned. I'm Michael Baxi, and I'm out.